Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today we are basically, well, returning, restarting a weekly gold making activities series. I used to do this back a couple years ago in BFA, where every single week I would basically do Mailbox Mondays, and that was me going over what I've been doing for the week, what we've been selling, what we've been flipping, and all of these things. And I kind of want to bring that back because it's a good piece of content, but also people always ask, what are you spending your money on? What are you doing, Sam? How's it going? Where are you making your gold? And all of that stuff. So that's what this video is going to be. But before we get into it, please do drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel with all the notifications on, and make sure that you also, just as I do, check out the Patreon, okay? And I also want to thank all the patrons that are currently supporting. The list is very long I know what you're going to say, but either way, I appreciate you guys for all the support. There's been added some benefits on the second tier. You guys can get access to my TSM groups on there, and also my sniping list for point blank snipers. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you go check out the Patreon. But let's get straight into the video. So as you guys can see here, you can obviously see my auction house with a bunch of stuff selling here. And if you guys don't know what a lot of these items are, a vast majority, the ones that I want to talk about today, are going to be TBC reputation tokens. So if you guys do not know what that is, it's basically items that in TBC and also other expansions, but in TBC specifically, you used to be able to, well, you still can, you can turn these items in for reputation. And a lot of people use this to increase their reputation with certain reputations back in TBC, to get collectibles, to get recipes, to do crafted transmog, to get mounts. There's all sorts of stuff that you can get into. And the reason that I have specifically been focusing on these and investing on these for a couple weeks now is because currently, at the time that I'm recording this video, it is TBC Timewalking, which means that your reputation gains are increased by 50%. So a lot of people wait around until this event comes around, and then they can do it for obviously a little bit of a cheaper price tag. Now, obviously that isn't what everybody does, but I wanted to test it out specifically on the regional auction house because I've been able to do this before the regional auction house. So that is one of the things that I've obviously been making some gold on. But let's take a look at the ledger here, okay? We're going to look at, first, actually, we're going to look at expenses. Because if you guys have not been following me over on twitch.tv/Sansapol, you obviously don't know the day-to-day for what we do. But the things that we've been spending a lot of time on in this last week is obviously we've been sitting on the auction house here and investing in things, and a lot of these things we've already flipped. Just to put this into perspective, we're going to do that. I both make long-term investments and also very short-term quick flips, okay? And obviously getting into flipping is a little bit of a bigger ordeal, but I just want to talk to you guys about what's been working for me and why they've been working for me. As you guys can see, we actually bought a Captured Dune Scavenger here for 90k, and we've already been able to sell these, but just to go through so you guys can see what it is that I put my money into for different reasons, I'll show you guys this one, Singeing Crystal Axe. We got this one for, or singing, I don't know, singeing or singing, depends, but we got that one for 100k. Little bit pricey, but I definitely think that we're going to be able to sell this for a decent amount. We also got a whole lot of these Ethereum Nexus Reavers. These were selling for, as you can see, 9.2k, which is really, really, really cheap. Worst case scenario, if they do decide to tank the price again, I can always transfer these off the realm. We also got some Exo Dar Life Stats for 8k, which is a pretty good price. And obviously, besides that, this is a lot of flips that we've been doing. And to go into that, we can look at the revenue for the last 7 days. So obviously, you can see of the bigger stacks here, we've been able to sell quite a lot. As you can see, we sold a Black Rock Bulwark, which is something that I bought a month ago or something like that. I bought it for 275K, so I'm pretty happy with that sale. The GOLDMINE reigns for 190, not necessarily the greatest. I just wanted to get rid of that one because it was taking, I had this for, I don't know, months and months and months, so I wasn't very happy with that. But then there's the Captured Dune Scavengers. Now, the Captured Dune Scavengers here, we got a lot of these for 90K. We got, I think, 8 of these. And we were able to sell 3 of those for 155K, 158K, and 158K. Pretty good prices on those. I'm overall pretty happy with that. We also got rid of some of our Flawless Amethyst Bubble Worms. These are, if you guys don't know, the 10K Polished Petrine Pets. I do have quite a lot of these because I bought them very early on, and then obviously the price tanked. So I've been selling a couple of them, you know, just to get some more gold out of them. I could also hold on to them, which I'm doing because, you know, you can see I have 9 of them laying around. We also sold an old world craft, the Fell Steel Longblade here, as you can see, for 76,000 gold. I'm pretty happy with that. We can craft it at the moment for like 20 to 25K, so the amount of profit on a craft like this is really good. We also sold a Strange Group this week for 46K. I'm actually holding on to most of these that I have left because at 46K, it's really only like a 20K profit. So I'd much rather hold on to them for Dragonflight. We also sold a Battered Hilt for 41K, which is great because we as you can see, bought these for 23.5. And then a Plundered Blade of Northern Kings also went for 38,000. This is great, particularly because you can see here, overall, we bought 19 of them, and for an average of 26K, and we've been able to sell 8 of them for an average of 41,000. And as you can see, we 495Ks were 170K away from profit, just about, but we do have 12 of them left. So even if we were to sell them at the buy price, we are more than far into profit, which I'm very happy about. There's also some Sky Golems here. A little over a week ago, as you can see, 10 days ago, we actually bought 14 of these for 25K each, and we've been able to sell 3 of them, one for 29.5 and the other one for 28.5. Obviously not the greatest amount of profit, but I'm still pretty happy with it. Then you guys can see we sold a lot of Panthers as well here, and these, you know, are only a couple thousand profit as well, but still they're consistent sellers. It's a very good market to be in. There's also this Lost Mail that we sold. This is, if you guys don't know, it's for Katie Stampwhistle, the toy that is a mailbox. And we got that one for 10K. We were able to sell that one for a 4.2K profit. Pretty happy with that. Then these, the Voodoo Stalkers boots, I was able to buy these for 2,000 gold a couple months ago, and as you can see, we've been able to sell 2 of them, one for 28,500, the other one for 11,874. So the profit on these, pretty good. We still have 1 left, so I'm pretty happy with that. We also invested here a little over a week ago. We bought a lot of these. We bought 62 fresh Talpic meat for 4,400. We've been able to sell 27 of them for 8,900. So as you guys can see, we are about 34,000 profit away from breaking even, but we still have 35 of these. So even if we were to sell them at the price that we bought them for, they're, you know, they're great. So that's some of the good ones. We also, as you can see, we flipped 7 Vestboard lattices there, 5,700, sold them for an average of 8K. Also flipped in a hose and peace pipe. We bought this one, I think, for 3,500. We're able to sell it for 8K. Ooh, this one is interesting. This one is interesting. I want to show you guys this. We bought, as you can see, we bought 5 Time-Worn Shadow Tooth shoulder pads. The reason that I bought this item in particular is because it's a very cool looking transmog. But not only that, I have had great success with this piece of transmog previously. So I was like 900 gold, 700 gold. This is outrageously cheap. Like we can easily sell this one for 10K without a doubt. And that is what we did. We sold it for 8,888. So just that one sale alone, I profited more than I spent on all 5 of them. So all the other ones are 100% profit now, which is absolutely amazing to see. We've also been flipping Sky Strider gliders. If you guys don't know what these are used for, they are used for specifically a specific mount secret event in Bastion, and we've been able to profit quite greatly on them so far, so I'm happy with that. We're probably also holding on to some of them, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. And also, we've been, flipping Progenitor Essentia here if we've seen them cheap. And the rest of them are pretty much the TBC rep tokens that I was talking about. And obviously, I've been investing in these for a couple weeks to get them really cheap. And I also had to reset some of the markets at the start of reset day. As you can see, it's the 8th today. So, obviously, Wednesday. You're probably going to see this on a Friday. So, it's a couple days into it. But I still have a lot of stock, but it's been going pretty well. As you can see, we've invested 5.7 million gold in the last 7 days, and we've collected 6 million. So we are a little bit, a little bit in the green, but obviously you can also see that we have 424,000 gold here coming in on the auction house, and we also have another 261k. So we're pretty far into the green for this most recent week. And I'm pretty happy with that. But I think I'm going to leave it there. Those are like the main things of what I've been doing this week. The other thing that I've been working on, just as a separate piece of information, obviously I still do my mission tables all the time. So that's a separate piece of information. But since it's the same every single week, I don't really feel like it's important to mention it. But besides that, we've been working on setting up alchemists for living steel daily transmutes. And we are up to 41. Now, if you guys have any questions about that, drop that down in the comments below. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is something that you want to continuously see, if you want to see these weekly updates of me going over what we've been making gold on, what we've been selling, buying, investing into, and why, let me know down in the comments below. And also by dropping a like on the video. That's how I know. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Until the next one. See you guys.